Hi Scorpio, how are you? This is Naveen Ferguson. You've reached the channel. Welcome. So we'll be doing a reading for you for the 27th of January to the 4th of February 2023. So we'll be covering a reading about your finances and a reading for whatever other message Spirit would like to bring through at this time. If this reading resonates with you, please feel free to like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and feel free to further support the channel by becoming a Patreon member at patreon.com/Naveen Ferguson. The link is in the description box below. Okay, so Scorpio, what's happening here is on this side is the finances. Over here will be the other message, and these are the angel messages that correspond, and the clarifiers are all down below. Okay, this reading will have an extended that will be, we'll include it in this YouTube message. Okay, so let's see what's happening. Okay, so you have the High Priestess. This is a great card in my personal opinion. It's normally a great card, it seems like you are going to be very sensitive in this time regarding your intuition. You may be involved with a lot of moving parts right now in your life, whatever the case may be for you. And they're moving so much that it requires a lot of intuition, a lot of future sight, as it were, as well as a lot of immediate decision making. It does seem like you're in a busy time, and it does seem like it's a positive busy time for the majority of you. The High Priestess is coming in to basically bring in more clarity, more discerning in your circumstances. So that's the energy. Definitely that's what's happening with you. Let's see a clarification with that. Yeah, look, the Wheel of Fortune, because I told you there's it's a positive energy that's coming through. So you are dealing with whatever it is that you're dealing with, because it's your fortunes are turning. You're becoming more prominent in certain respects. Your finances are getting better. Your health is getting better. Your living dynamics are getting better. Your job is getting better. Like your family, everything, whatever it corresponds to you, your world, whatever you're involved with, is getting better. There's a turning of the wheel. Okay, and with that, it's like I sense it's like while these great changes are occurring in your life, you want to make the best decisions in this situation. And it's like, because so many things are happening at one time, it can become overwhelming. It's a good overwhelming, it's like a lot of prosperity coming at one time. That's great, but you don't want to misstep anything. You don't want to miss out on any opportunity. You don't want to overindulge, and you don't want to undercut. It's just so many things involved with how you're dispensing your prosperity, or how you are using it, or how you are saving it. So there's a lot of thought on how you want to move in the situation. But this is clarifying the High Priestess, that because of all of the machinations that are happening, you will. It's like in this case, it's saying just go with the flow and use your authentic judgment. If it reasonably feels right and fair to you at this time, your intuition will definitely be more of the forefront, the steerer at the wheel, as it were, which you should lean a little bit more on at this time. Because I also sense that because of your fortunes expanding at this time, and you being more in tune with the ethers, the energies of the universe, it's almost like you will also be affecting with a very strong vibration your immediate area around you. That's also going to have a positive effect on everything else. It's a very wonderful energy that I'm feeling there. Let's continue on. Yeah, look at that. I mean, all over here. I'm seeing while I'm reading this, Scorpio. I'm seeing so many different enterprises. Or when I say enterprise, I mean like many different scenarios. Because I'm reading in general for many different Scorpios, and whatever that situation that you're in, multiple situations for a lot of you, and it's like a lot of it is positive, just a lot. It's very few that I feel is just kind of righting a wrong, as it were, like something that caused hurt and hardship or something like that. It's like now you're finally getting up off like on your feet, whereby some people may not necessarily look at it and say it's grandness per se, but for you it is grandness, and it's something not to be taken lightly, because someone coming from the ground up in the first step, even though it may seem very simple, it may seem very minor, it may seem like not a lot of pomp and fanfare is required, but for you, and I agree, for you, it is the world. I mean, to every little step counts, no matter how small. Okay, so be encouraged, the few of you where you see even the minorest change towards your elevation, towards your goals, your prosperity. Okay, so let's continuing with the positive vibes or whatever situation that is. So this is acknowledgement, the Seven of Pentacles, Scorpio. You have been on the right path. A lot of your investments are coming to a maturity, and you're nearing it. You're very excited about it, and you're looking to pick that fruit and make those cakes in such a way, those pies, or ship them to market, the fruits or whatever. However you go about it, whatever the situation is, you're seeing your hard work, your labor start to mature, and connections starting to open up, opportunities, investments, your health. The changes that you've been doing, some of you are having some major glow ups, and you're starting to see the changes that you've been doing. Whatever the circumstance to you, you are in a level going towards a harvest season. It's perfectly corresponding with the vibe, with the energy. The decision making, again, use your intuition. It is going to steer you the right way. Your fortunes are changing, okay? And it's, for some of you, definitely, it's almost time. Spirit is saying, do not push it. Allow it to continue to flow how it's been going, okay? With the Seven of Pentacles. Do not push, do not be so quick to go up the ladder to get the fruit. It is almost time. It is almost time. Not just yet. It'll almost be time, okay? Use your intuition. I don't know if you've seen some of those gardeners sometimes, as like they may look at the fruit, and to the layman's eye, it looks ripe, it looks ready. But the gardener would say, oh, I'm not feeling it. It's not ready yet. It's not ready yet. It may look ready, but it's not ready yet. Okay, so use your intuition. That is a guiding principle over here. No matter if something looks a certain way, sounds a certain way, use your intuition at this time. It will not steer you wrong. Let's see the clarification for the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, two clarifications. Yeah. Ooh, this is so cool. What I just say here. Intuitively, what I'm seeing here, the Four of Cups and the Eight of Swords. This is literally clarifying what I was just saying. The Four of Cups, what I'm feeling right here is that you want to go with certain steps, but it's like the universe saying, wait, I'm going to bring the cup to you. Just wait. You'll feel it. You'll see it. It's not time yet. Just hold on. Just one more second. Okay? And the Eight of Swords. You don't want to self-sabotage yourself. You don't want to put yourself back in these anxieties. Okay? At the same time, so for some of you, you want to move on time and not allow fear to hold you back, because you're saying, oh, is it time yet? Is it time yet? Okay, maybe not yet. Maybe not yet. No. Don't allow that to hit. Don't think too much about it. Okay? The swords are a lot of mental attitude, as it were. Okay? We're trying to deal with more of an emotional spectrum type thing. That's why the cut's being brought to you. That's why the blues with the High Priestess. Use your intuition. For some of you, it's time. For some of you, it isn't time. For some of you, it's soon, very soon. For some of you, just a little while longer. Okay, okay. But it is happening. It is occurring. But the best measure of that towards the harvest, when to pick the fruit, is to use your intuition. Truly, I'd say to you, Scorpio, Your intuition is high this time, and this is one of those times where you really do have to trust your gut feeling. Okay, so continuing on with the angel message for January, for this part over here, January the 27th to February 4th. You have the angel message. Yeah, the Page of Swords. This is going into a new station, a new way of being. Okay, he's starting something brand new, a new system. Okay, and he's confident in it. He's a bit new to it, but he's not coming without certain understandings of the subject or certain understandings how to use his dynamics, his responsibilities. This is finally going towards a new agenda, a new opportunity to grow oneself and become more, to learn more, to apply yourself. So that is the energies that's happening here. Whatever these investments or whatever the structure is, the system you're working with, the regimen that you've been waiting for, the family dynamics, the business, the health care, whatever the situation is, it is something you've been waiting for to move forward in. And this is the energy of the angel message saying, yes, you will be moving forward in it. And when you do move forward in it, that's when you have to use more of your mental focus. Okay? You see this Page of Swords, he's using his sword. That's like a mental energy. Okay? So when it comes to when to move forward, you're using more of a emotional spectrum. Okay, your gut feeling, as it were, the ether of it all. But when you start in it, that's when you have to switch over again to the mental aspects. Okay, as in, okay, use your gut feeling to when was the proper time to move, to do, and now you can do, but use your intelligence to do. Okay, clarification on that. Yeah. Scorpio, the 10 of Cups. This is, like I said, this is a new thing. You're going into a whole new system. You've been waiting for this. And the 10 of Cups saying, it's right there for you. It's right there for you. Your life itself is changing. Your household dynamics are changing. Your lifestyle is changing. It's elevating. The company that you keep is elevating. You're being introduced to new levels of company. You're moving away from certain dynamics into a more peaceful home front, home affair. Your general life and like feeling and everything is being elevated, okay, with this brand new start or whatever system this is, whatever it resonates for you for what subject matter is going on in your life. That is this couldn't be any more clearer, actually. Okay, so let's continue on. Let's take a look at your finances at this time for January the 27th to February the 4th. Woo, okay, we have the Ace of Wands. So the finances are clearly cooperating with the majority of you, this new endeavor, this wheels turning, wheel of fortune turning, as it were, and becoming more and elevating. It's clearly connected to your finances, especially because the Ace of Wands came out. It is an actionable card. This is the universe saying, here, it is time. This is what you've been waiting for. This is what you've been working for, and we're giving you it with all of its, majesty, holding nothing back. This is a passionate thing that you've been waiting for, Scorpio. You have a lot of passion in it, and the universe is just going to meet you at that and give you even more tenfold, like running over, just abundance of it. It's going to help you make this new journey something substantial, something pivotal, that it's going to really shake up your past life, and you're going to move forward into a new life. Okay, so this was what's screaming out to me is your financial security is definitely going to get elevated. It's going to be more on point. I'm also sensing a lot of you are learning how to save more and use your savings wisely. So that's for some of you as well. Clarification for the Ace of Wands. Yeah, look at that. Patience. It is patience, and it is a transmuting of energy. This is, and it corresponds with the fire. Scorpio, like a water sign. So you see how the water was just coming through in this sense and going and turning into the fire. It's like it took time, it took malleability, it took patience for that water to get to a boiling point and like combustion and just steaming, and then like bursting into flames. Okay, you've been waiting for this. You've been waiting and waiting, and your patience is going to pay off. okay, for your financial freedom and elevation, for all of you, regarding however that fits in your life. This is definitely clarifying something major that's happening in your finances. So continuing on. Okay, yes, we have the Five of Wands. Okay, so there's a lot of you, well, not a lot of you, but some of you may also be in some type of competition whereby what you've been waiting on, what you've been going after, probably a few other people have been going after the same thing. A lot of them are holding those wands as well. Okay, and you've had to fight, you've had to work, you've had to sleepless nights, overtime, coming in on weekends, doing some extra cardio if it deals with, physical dynamics of that, doing some extra reps, trying a new recipe, or dealing with family members that are a bit kind of harsh. Dealing with yourself, dealing whatever the dynamic is. It has been a struggle to really maintain a level of focus on your finances, a level of focus on your savings, a level of focus on your investments, because maybe the market goes up and down. You really had to be staying on it, with your investments, just making sure. It has been a struggle, but that struggle is about to pay off. This shows the Five of Swords in this regard is showing someone who has earned this prosperity coming through. You have fought through it. The universe sees it. It was not easy, but you do not give up. Clarification for the Five of Wands. Yeah, look at that. I mean, this, you cannot make this up, Scorpio. And this is you, Death card, Major Arcana, Scorpio. This is complete night and day. This is complete 180 degrees, Wheel of Fortune over here. This is your old life dying and a new life beginning. And you will never go back to certain scenarios, or even for some of you, your entire life itself. You will never go back to that type of life ever again. You're going into a brand new dynamic that is not even recognizable to you, but you're going to be so happy about it. I sense some of you also, it just hit my mind, some of you, your finances are connected to a love. So I sense for some of you, you wanted to get to a place in your life financially before you can then entertain the prospect of love. Okay, Spirit is saying take a card from the top of the deck. Yeah. Look at that. Before, for some of you, Scorpio, Two of Pentacles, you were juggling around the worth of your finances versus the worth of love. And for some of you, you decided to concentrate more on finances until you got to a point where you could then entertain the possibility of love, because you have a certain way of how you want to dote on love, like invest into love. And you don't want to come half-stepping. You want to be very quality about it. You want to be very poignant about it, very discerning about it. So that's what's happening there for some of you regarding love in your finances. But for everybody, of course, all Scorpios, definitely the Death card, brand new beginnings. Your life is changing for the better. This is something major. Something major is happening at this time. I sense for some of you as well, it may be a little bit past the 4th of February where you may see certain things, maybe up to the 7th. Okay, so just keep that in mind. So let's see here. The, what do you call this? Angel message for the finance part. Woo! Scorpio, listen. I told you, you cannot make this up. This is extremely positive. It's extremely positive. This is the Nine of Cups, a wish fulfillment, a wish granted. Okay? I mean, you were fighting for it. You were working for it. You've delayed gratifications for it. And all of this dynamic here is speaking towards someone with a purpose, a goal in mind, is not wavering from it. The Nine of Cups, this, I don't really need to say much on this one. Nine of Cups, your wish is being granted. Whatever this situation is, that wish will be fulfilled in you. Okay? It is coming. It is coming, Scorpio. Clarification for the Nine of Cups. Yeah, look at that. Scorpio, you cannot make this up. I love how the universe gives me two cards that gives the combination of the energies and the emotions and stuff like that regarding to what they were saying with the previous card sometimes. Look at this. This is you, Five of Cups. You've been trying and trying. You failed in the past. You've been heartbroken for various reasons. For some of you, heartbroken regarding love, decisions that you've made, and certain decisions that certain people have made against you. And you've just been hoping and working towards better cups, better opportunities. And it's like you were like, when is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? And then you came to terms with what the reality is. What just accepting the cups are fallen right there, and you're having that faith, that belief, that optimistic view that there will be two cups. There will be more than two cups. I'm sure of you. That'll be there for you if you just don't give up. So you got to grow through those spilled cups and everything like that there, through those heartaches and pains, those emotional upheavals. And you said, I'm going to move forward. I'm not going to stop with the Eight of Cups. And you're going to move forward to better days. You're going to get over these upheavals of emotion. You're just going to keep moving. You don't know where it's going to go, but you're going to try to do your best with your emotional spectrum, with your intuition, with your intelligence to make the right decisions on the journey ahead. You see how the Eight of Cups is moving to better days. The Moon is indicating a bit more. He may not know what's ahead of him, but he knows it's going to be better than where he's at. Okay? So he's going to fight on that journey. And you have the promise of the Nine of Cups. It is going to happen. It is going to happen. You see all these cups down here? Okay? You're going to get your Nine of Cups here. It is going to happen. The 8 turns into the 9. Wish fulfillment. It is going to happen. Okay? Then you got the 10 over here. I mean, this is just... Scorpio, I am so excited for you. Okay. So this is normally the part where I'd say to see the extended message in the Patreon link, which is patreon.com/Naveen Ferguson. Link is in the description box below. But I'm also going to be including the extended, like I said, in this message. But of course, if you want to further support the channel, please feel free to become a Patreon member. I greatly appreciate it. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you're notified whenever I make another post. Okay, so let's see what the... I mean, I don't feel like I need to even go on here, Scorpio, but let's see any extra advice or anything like that. The extended message for you, Scorpio. The in-betweens, as it were, for these energies that's happening on January the 27th to February the 4th. Okay, so let's take a look, Scorpio. So the in-between energies, whatever that is, regarding using your intuition to discern the right time to move forward as your abundance and everything comes in. Let's see right here. Yeah, the 7 of Swords. Yes. Okay, so Scorpio, what's happening here? One of the major factors in the in-between, you have to use your discernment because, and I'm sensing is a correlation over here as well when it comes to the 5 of Wands. For some of you, there are dynamics that you don't necessarily see that could hinder or slow down certain dynamics. That's all I'm saying with that. And you cannot use your mental acuity when it comes to making certain decisions right now or movements right now. So this is most interesting. So what I'm seeing is if you try to overuse your mental dynamics, okay, you see how this guy is kind of struggling to carry those swords, okay, and it's kind of sharp. They could be cutting him. They're ripping his clothes apart, you know, maybe getting some nicks and some cuts. And he's dropping a couple swords over here too by accident because he can't carry all of that, okay? The burden of overthinking is just too much, okay? And if he tried to, he might have really injured himself. You know, going through those fence and everything, it's very cumbersome, right? It's kind of making the whole journey a bit more stressful than it needs to be. Now, granted, he's still going to be able to go out there. The door is still there to just go and get to a better place. That's all well and good, okay? But it doesn't have to be as stressful. Don't overthink, okay? When it comes to moving forward, it's not the time to use your mind per se. Use your emotions. Your emotions will guide you to an easier way of doing something. And this way you won't look like kind of foolish to yourself or anyone else around you. You don't want to give anyone a level of anxiety where they may second guess something. You know what I mean? You want to be tactful, you want to be civil, you want to be smooth. And technically, as my experience with a lot of Scorpios, y'all are kind of that, like, by nature. But maybe the excitement you like you gets on you because you know you've been working so hard, and it's like you're overthinking. You get sometimes in a level of emotions where sometimes a lot of people don't even see it on the surface, but internally you're feeling that. Okay, you don't want to make those little nicks and cuts where you could avoid it. Okay, let's see the clarification for the extended for the Seven of Swords. Yeah, look at that. You have the Eight of Pentacles. All you need to do, okay, to avoid this, use your discernment to when you have to move, yes, and just continue working as you've been doing. Eight of Pentacles. There's nothing else that Spirit is telling me regarding this card. It's literally saying, continue on as normal. Continue on as normal. Okay? You will feel when to get up out of your seat and move forward. You'll know when to take the pentacles down, that you've already prepared, that you've worked hard. Okay? You'll know when to take it, and then to bring it to market, or then to invest it, or whatever the case may be in the situation that you're in. Okay? Just keep moving as normal. What you need to hear will come to you. The promotion will come to you. Okay? You've already done your part. Allow the universe to do its part. Okay? And that's to avoid the anxieties down here too with the Eight of Swords. Okay? Because you already have the Wheel of Fortune. It's coming. See all the pentacles and, you know, the richness, it's coming. So let's see the extended angel message for the general message side. Yeah, look at that. I just said it's coming. King of Pentacles. Scorpio. This is the promise. If you take, Spirit is saying this is actually over what you were expecting. That's what Spirit is literally telling me now. If you use your intuition at this time, when to move, your aspirations of abundance is going to come over what you previously thought, or previously even want, or previously thought possible. Okay, this is the energies that you're aiming towards, this new elevated way of being. It's coming, but you must use discernment. And in this case, I'm also sensing, Scorpio, when this does happen, there will be, how would I put this? There's a certain regality that will also hit you. Spirit is saying, the King of Pentacles is an earth dynamic as well. Remember to retain that connection to being grounded is what's coming across. This abundance may feel very uplifting, yes, but don't, launch off to the stratosphere where you lose yourself and, get lost in it all. Breathe and remain practical, okay? Which also makes sense, because it's like, if you're using your intuition initially to know when to move forward or when to wait for certain things to happen, and then when it does happen, you were told to use your mental acuity to then progress forward or proceed forward. That's why that message is coming through with the extended angel message, with the King of Pentacles. Remain practical, remain grounded, okay, when this happens, when this occurs. Clarification for the angel message. Yeah, I mean, you cannot make this up, Scorpio. Look, the Emperor. Literally one of the cards of the epitome of logic, okay? The structures and the sound nature of the systems of life, okay? Knowing where everything is, how it's gonna work together to produce whatever it needs to do. Everything in order, knowing how everything's gonna be, knowing how to speak to any walk of life in order that everything works so seamlessly together. Okay, this is the clarification of the energies that you'll be stepping into with the King of Pentacles right there. The Emperor is technically the King of Pentacles and all the other kings. But what's also coming to me is this I sense an undercurrent of this as well with the Emperor. This is showing something I'm seeing even further into the future to come. So this is like the first steps. there's an underlying wisdom and progression that's going to be happening with you, developing in you to further you on to the emperor eventually. But that is the energies that's like uplifting this as well. That is super positive. Your entire world is changing. Is this Scorpio? This is amazing. So let's go to your finances, the extended. Yeah, look at that. The Six of Pentacles. So we were talking about how the opportunity, the structure, the new endeavor, all the kind of stuff, and certain people are still after the same thing and everything like that. There, the patience that it took for, and that's with the Ace of Wands and the Five of Wands, and you have the Temperance right here, where the water had to come into that level of heat, okay, and how some of you have to choose between love, like waiting for love for right now, and then working more on the financial aspects in order that you feel more comfortable in possibly pursuing love. And then of course the Death card, which is showing that your entire existence is changing. The in-betweens of this right here, your finances at this time, it is what's coming through with the Six of Pentacles, the in-betweens, what's happening here. I sense that some of you may have a responsibility to, not necessarily responsibility, but well, some of you could be responsibility, but it's to place in a certain level of investment. Certain people will see that you're moving forward, okay? You must move forward, again, with your intuition. Don't put too much and don't put too little, okay? Don't allow people to try to coax you, is what's coming through, to put more than what is sufficient. Don't allow people to make you think that you need to act more in order to get something. Okay, that's what's coming through. And you've already been advised about that right here with the Eight of Pentacles. Just continue as normal. Okay? There will be some people who are also going to be seeing your rise, or who, well, clearly, because some other people have been trying to do the same thing, the Five of Wands over here, and they may try to get on your coattails, okay? Handle the situation in civility, okay? Notice this guy, he does not have a worry. He has like a whole like calm demeanor, very almost like stoic, and like he understands exactly how he's going to be weighing these pentacles out and what he's going to be using them for. He knows where to give and where not to give. He knows who's going to try to take advantage and who's not. Okay, this is the time to use your discernment, especially in that case right there, so that you are not placed inadvertently off trail, or that your train track merges with someone else's train track. Okay, sorry about that, Scorpio. There was a knock at the door. I am really trying to get back into the energies. Okay, so with the Knight of Cups, what I'm sensing more so is this is referring a little bit more to those who are dealing with the love aspect. Okay? What's really coming across is that for the majority of you, I feel like you are the ones who are going to be pursuing. You're the ones who are going to take it upon yourself to reach out in some love dynamic that you might have been anticipating yourself to move forward in, or considering moving forward in. And that was contingent on the changes that are happening in your life right now. And yeah, it's just you have such high hopes, like really high hopes, with a certain slight level of fear, as I see with this mouse down here, and almost like the horse has like a double feeling to it right now, which is like gung-ho, like really excited to move forward, but at the same time there's a intrepidation of how it may turn out. But you're holding your cup of love very firm, strong, and sincere. And I think it's going to, I think when you move forward with this love dynamic, this love interest, I think it's going to be a bit complicated. Not complicated in a bad way, but complicated in, like, it's not necessarily fairy tale. It's like it's mixed with practical and fairy tale. So you know how fairy tales like going with the flowish of things, like everything just it's just you know always positive, you know. It no, it's like there's a level of maturity with this cup, a level of mature love that considers all the dynamics of what that actually means to share a life with someone else or a grouping or however the love component is for you. There are strong emotions, strong feelings that may come manifest, and it'll be appreciated and approached in a loving and sincere and mature way. This is something I'm sensing whereby you and the significant other or others may have a strong desire to make it a long term, to make it a forever thing. And yeah, just a lot of mature dynamics in this. So that was interesting. Considering this is supposed to be more of the finance part, but you got the strong financial understanding here, and then you have the for the few of you the love component that I was feeling. So let's continue on and see what the angel message for the financial part is. And we have, yeah, there's a lot of endings and new beginnings. Okay, the 10 of Swords. This is literally reflecting the Five of Wands and the whole struggle and the long struggle of it that you had to go through to reach this point of change. So the 10, and this is the energies that's surrounding all this, the 10 of Swords, especially a lot of mental work. You went through a level of the ringer, Scorpio. This is literally depicting the swords that were in your back, the swords that you had to pull out, the things that you had to overcome, and they were not easy. They were not easy, but it's done. Like the 10 of Swords is saying that process, the lessons that you have to learn, all of those things, it's done. Take solace. This right here is the evidence of it. Okay? Financial freedom. Okay? A level of security that you've been striving towards. It's just another step in your journey. But whatever steps that you've worked through, that's now going to be a thing of the past. So it's very, very, very optimistic regarding that, which makes sense because it's like the 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment, the 10, the Death card, a total change in your life and elevating into a better place. You have the 10 of Cups here. You have the Wheel of Fortune over there. Let's take a look at the angel message for the extended financial. Yeah, the 3 of Wands. Your ships are coming in. Okay? And I'm sensing a lot of you as well are now going your level of work as well. He still has Wands right here, but the level of work, the level of drudgery is going to be a little bit easier, a little bit more pristine, a little bit more less taxing, less stressful. Okay? Oh, which also makes sense because it's like the 8 of Cups here, just going towards better days, more serene passions, just does not want that struggle, just wants to go away from the stress of it all. And the dynamics where you're going into, literally, it's like the peaceful boat and everything, it's coming through. Yes, there's going to be work, hence the indication of the wands there and everything, but it's not going to be as like tumultuous as the 5 of wands over here. Okay, that is literally reflecting or which clarifying the 10 of Swords. The struggle, especially, it's just done with, and you're going to more serene dynamics. Okay, so you're on the right path. Just continue doing what you've been doing. Okay, eight of Pentacles, and you'll be just fine. Use your intuition to guide you through. So Scorpio, I do hope that this has helped you in a major way. The message was definitely really clear and not as laced with various different avenues. This is basically a seamless path, as it were. I'm very excited for you. I really do hope that this encourages you and that you can take into consideration what was shared with you so you can make the decisions that you have to make. And yeah, I wish you all the best. Please feel free to like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and please feel free to further support the channel by becoming a Patreon member at patreon.com/Naveen Ferguson. The link is in the description box below. I wish you all the best, Scorpio.